when we finished class 8, Anita and I, they told us, because our school was in Kikuyu, so they said, and it only had the lists of schools for high school, you fill in what high school you want to go to. There was no Nairobi schools in that list. So our parents said, no, just fill in anything, we'll find you a school, whatever. I don't remember. Anyway, so we filled in what they said we should, and another friend of ours was filled in Bishop Gatimu Gandu Girls High School, just to tick something. Exams came, we did pretty well, and then he got the results before they were announced somehow. And then Anita was called to Bishop Gatimu Gandu Girls High School, and I laughed. I laughed. I was like, oh my God, you're going to be a nun. Oh my God. It was a Catholic school. I was like, shock on me a few days later. Also, I've been called to listen to Bishop Gatimu Gandu Girls High School. Same school.
I was so proud that I've been called to one of the most prestigious schools.
So they were like, oh no, let's just go see how it is. Maybe they will like it. And we get there. Oh, there's a basketball court, so Lisa might like it. Okay, no, we'll change you after Form 1. Form 2 came. You know how it goes. It never happened. So I remember from Form 1, Term 2 is when I said, okay, I will move these schools if it is the last thing I do. So I was having problems with my teachers from crazy things. I would feign illness. If there was anything bad being done in school, I was there. Stealing, sugarcane, everything. And of course, they paid for it because, your parents are called and you have to make amends. You have to buy stuff for the rest of the school, da. And when I tell you I hated it, I hated it. And I don't even think my sisters know. But one of the things... I was suspended, I think, like 7 times. To be honest, I don't know why I was never expelled. But I hated it to the point where I was willing to do anything. So as much as my parents gave us everything, I, at this point, hated life itself. Because I felt like, what is the point? So I'm just supposed to be alive to study and then find a job and then work to eat. Like, I wasn't getting it. I was like, and I told Shiro before, like, what if I wanted to be a goat? Like, I could just, like, let my life just be about eating. Because at that point, food was, to this point, like, I love food, still is, right? And I was miserable. And I think it was at that point where I started getting like, they don't even know this, but I started idolizing death and suicide because I was like, this would be better. I would be, floating in the skies with my lasagna floating beside me, or swimming in the oceans because I'm a spirit and I can be swimming with the dolphins. Everything seemed to be better than being alive. Somehow finished high school, and I still didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I don't know if it would be depression at that point in time, but I was just like, what is the point of life? Like, why am I alive? What is my purpose? So Anita joined university. I didn't immediately because I honestly didn't see the point. And it was because I felt like I'm trying to be formed or to be molded into what everyone else is. We are being compared all the time, not just as sisters, not just with my sister, but like everyone around. Oh, your grades are better. Oh, you can do better. Oh, this one is doing this. And I was like, okay, fine, what will I do? What do I enjoy doing? And I didn't realize that that question was pretty much the answer to what my life is about. No one ever asked me, okay, not really like in the sense, I think you've read up, oh, what do you enjoy doing? What do you want to do in university? But at that point, you're thinking about what is going to make me money when I graduate. It wasn't about who am I as a person and what brings me joy and fulfillment. It was just about money, 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 money. And by that time, the only thing I could say I really loved was food, like I've said, and fashion, clothes. So I would go to toy, I would shop, 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 shop. 5 bob, 10 bob, it's 100 bob, I'm still bargaining. I got so much joy and satisfaction from shopping. So I did a lot of that and a lot of eating. And I started a blog at that point called, Shiro actually helped me come up with the name Califashionary. You don't remember? Califashionary, culinary and fashion. And then I was like, okay, fine. If I'm going to focus on what I really enjoy doing, why not go to, I actually joined university at that point because I was trying to do, you can't not go to university, so I joined GSIU and it was already ahead. I tried doing journalism. I think I changed my course like 2-3 times.
You tried journalism, then you went into...
I did hotel management.
Hotel management.
And one thing about me is I'm a quitter. I will quit without apologies. I will quit without reservation. I will quit at the drop of a hat. If I don't like it, I'm not doing it, right? So I quit university because I decided, okay, fine. If hotel management, it's not giving me, because I thought, okay, if I move from journalism to hotel management, they'll be talking about kitchens and food and They're talking, what are you telling me about managing? I don't want to be managing, I want to be eating. So I changed and I told my dad I want to go to culinary school because now I'll be cooking. I didn't realize, I did cooking for a year here, and then I went to SA, still did cooking, but I'm still being told what to do. And one thing about me, don't tell me what to do. Even if I want to do it, if you tell me I won't do it, don't tell me. So I ended up just, girls, we find partners and everything, and you're like, at that point, Nigerians were in vogue. So I found myself a Nigerian and, traveled the world, which I realized I also really enjoyed, and, finer things in life and all of that stuff. Moved to Nigeria, and then they started telling me what to do. You must be like this. No, in our culture. I was like, oh my gosh. I packed my bags and I left. I quit. I came back and then I really just sat down with myself and I was like, what is the purpose of everything? And the suicidal thoughts started coming back in, and I would fantasize about driving and ramming into a tree just so I could be done. Because I was so focused on what do people think about me at my age. I think Anita at that point was already married with a child. And the whole thing of comparisons came back and feeling like I'm slow, I'm behind, I'm not good enough, I'm wasting my time, I'm useless, I'm unworthy of succeeding because I've quit at so many things. And it was at that point I, encountered God and everything. And slowly by slowly, this whole thing of comparing myself to other people and quantifying my worth based off of what people my age are doing, and looking at if I saw anyone around me doing what I really hoped to do, I would be like, this, insert expletive, because of jealousy and just feeling like, why can't she do it? Or why can he do it? And why am I not capable of doing it? Am I just lazy? Am I just not good enough? Maybe I should just die and then come back and start from scratch. It was just all of those thoughts. But then I started getting stronger and stronger, and I realized, like, you know what? I just need to not care. I just need to not care what anybody thinks at this point. I'm tired of caring about people's opinions. I'm tired of caring what people think or at what point of my life I am. I just need to know who I am, what I enjoy doing, what I want to do, and what brings me joy and fulfillment. So I started going back and thinking, okay, what makes me happy? Food, of course, but I tried that one. And then now there's clothes, fashion and style, and all of that stuff. And I developed a devil may care. If you don't agree with me, that's your business. I became very brave and very strong within myself. I stopped looking outwards in, trying to mold myself from what other people around me may look like. And I started living from the inside out. If I enjoy doing it, I'm doing it. I have one life. I'm going to live that one life as I see fit. If I die tomorrow, I can be like, yeah, I lived, I did things I enjoyed doing. Whether it brings me money, whether it brings whatever anyone may think, I'm doing it, I don't care. If I die, I die. At this point, my if I die, I die was not because I wanted to die, but it was because so long as I've chased what I want to chase and I've gotten to the end. If it means, and I remember even when I was, because I had now moved back home, I wanted to now leave my parents' house because I felt this desire to just be by myself. I didn't have a dime to my name. My parents had a house that was vacant at that point. So I moved from my house where I had a very cushiony bed to sleep on a mattress with nothing. And when I tell you nothing, I would go to a butcher's and ask for chicken skin and mix it with onions and peppers. And I would enjoy that food because I liked eating and it was tasty. But I made it really nicely. I seasoned it, everything, and the chicken skin is good. Anyway, so I enjoyed that food because I felt like I made a decision to leave home because it's what I desired to do. And it was COVID time, I remember. And my dad, my mom, they were like, no, but it's COVID, how are you going to survive? If I die, I die. I will do whatever I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it, with whom I want to do it with. Let the outcome be whatever it is, but I will never look back and say, I wish I had. I will never look back and say, man, if I had only. And let, God forbid, the reason ever be so and so said you shouldn't. If I don't do something, it is because I don't want to do it. If I do something, it's because I want to do it. I am now starting my clothing business, which, looking back, has really been a long time coming because remember Califashionary and all of that stuff. And being able to say that I am actually free from people's opinions. I'm free from timelines. I mean, I'm 35, not married. She's on her second marriage. Have a child. No offense. No. And feeling absolutely, feeling no shade, feeling like zero pressure. It's just me and my cat. To be honest, I cannot say how happy and grateful and fulfilled I am when I see myself living for myself and not for others.